Hey guys, it's DCG back for another video, and this video is going to basically be talking about what I have been doing all this time. I know I'm not on a regular updating schedule. However, I have been extremely busy with life and just life. I know what's today, Friday? We are 3 days away from Christmas, so I just wanted to come and tell you guys what I've been up to, and I'll be away for a little bit longer. And right now, I have been doing nothing but hard work and dedication for my business right now. I have my first business newsletter coming out. Business cards are being ordered currently. New clothing is being made. New contracts are being signed. I've signed 2 contracts with 2 companies to actually get a real clothing line started, not just t-shirts and jackets and stuff that I spend all that time designing myself. It's going to be like a real clothing line. Like, I'm going to have a clothing line specific for men and mostly formal stuff. Not really casual stuff. I don't really like the casual thing. I'm more of an upscale kind of person, kind of bougie. So, like the nice slacks, the nice 3-piece suits, 4-piece suits, whatever, is going to be like where I'm going with this. My friend Tajay, hopefully, I'm trying to work out something with her that she does like a female line for like plus size people, because she is a plus size girl, and I feel like a lot of women nowadays that are plus size really don't know where to go, because there's not like a specific section or a specific store you could go to, or sometimes you really like a shirt and it doesn't come in that particular size. I don't know too many people that have plus size lines other than Melissa McCarthy and maybe Reba McEntire that do plus sized things. But even Reba McEntire's line doesn't have shirts for people my best friend's size. Janelle, hopefully she'll be doing makeup and anything that she's like really interested in doing as far as cosmetology is concerned. That is going to be one of the things that I would offer during this whole fixer-upper season that I'm currently going through, that all of us are currently going through. We are working our hardest to produce what we have always wanted to see somebody do. And we said, I guess that's not going to happen, so we're doing it ourselves, and we've been working very hard at that. And we do what we can when we can. We're very busy people, and my goal is to catch up with the Ezekiel collection, and kind of like nipping at his heels a little bit, because I know that he's like a big brand in Broward County. But I can assure you that we will get there, and one step at a time. And also, you guys will be, hopefully, 2018, be seeing my alter ego, Mrs. Temptress the Drag Queen. You'll be seeing her sometime soon in 2018, hopefully, if we can get everything going the way it's supposed to. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at DCG Enterprises, which is one of my business accounts, or Temptress the Drag Queen. Both of them, you can follow them on Instagram, and Temptress's Twitter is Temptress_DQ. And right now, I just really wanted to let people know that we are coming. We're coming for anybody who's ever doubted us. We're coming for people that never supported us. We're coming for our parents that were never there for us. Whatever the case may be, whatever the struggle was, whatever we've all 3 of us have gone through collectively, but individually in our own families, whatever we went through in our own lives before we either met each other, or what we go through separately when we're not with each other. We're going to let all that go, and we're going to put our all into this business, and we're going to make it our own, and we're going to make it special. My sister does nails professionally. She is a professional nail tech, so that service will be available on the website, and I'll put the website in the link in the description down below. However, I just really didn't want to let you guys go without hearing something before this major holiday occurs. I wish that we were up and running before this holiday, because I can only imagine how much support we would be getting at this time of year, because this is the most beautiful time of year. I love Christmas with, my every fiber of my being. However, it just didn't happen that way, and it's going to be Lord's will, whatever happens at this point. Hopefully by next Christmas we will be up and running, and we will be good, and we will be Gucci. I'm busy in school, degrees, stuff like that, so I'm not always readily available, but I will be, because this is going to be my livelihood. This is what I'm going to school for. This is what I'm going to school to do. This is, my passion right now. So if it doesn't work as it's supposed to, I don't exactly know what I'm going to do, but I do want to put out a disclaimer that I am not as prepared as I would like to be, and I am looking for anybody in the Broward County area, whether that's Margate, Tamarack, Plantation, Sunrise, Fort Lauderdale, whatever, in this particular area. Whether you know me or you don't, whether you know somebody that wants to get involved, wants to help, wants to, I'm looking for employees, people to sign, people to, add to my branch here, people who want to shine, people that want to, do something in this field, people that want to start a clothing line, people that, want their own brand of perfume, anything, cologne, whatever. It is my mission to make sure that anybody who's ever wanted to be their own boss, or whatever the case may be, work on their terms, have a certification for something and need their name out, I would be more than happy to help you. And it would make me, tickle pink to help somebody else, achieve what we're all trying to achieve. And if you know anybody at all who would, take this opportunity and run with it, please, please, please do not hesitate to let me know. Email me, send me a message through YouTube, whatever the case may be. Make a video, referring me, whatever. Tag me on social media, find me and tag me on social media, whatever. But I am definitely looking for sponsors, number one, supporters, somebody that believes in my brand. And, if you want to hear a little bit more about what we are about, you can go to my website at dennisgianti.wixsite.com/DCG Enterprises. I will put the website in the description down below, because that is a lot to remember. Yes, I know. But I cannot, I just can't believe that I'm doing this. I've said for years that I was going to do it, and it just never happened. And I, put it to the back burner, made it seem like it didn't, matter to me. But it does matter to me. It matters to me that I succeed, and that the people around me succeed, and that the people around me get far and don't have to struggle with the everyday having to listen to, somebody else's rules. Is it my company? Absolutely. Am I in charge? Absolutely. But that does not mean that I'm going to be that boss that, if you're 2 minutes late, you get a write-up. No, it doesn't work that way. This is, about friends and family and, togetherness, and very much, living an easy life. Living an easy life where you can roll out of bed at any time, and that's when work begins. Not you have to have a certain time, I don't think that's, that's so overrated. Like that whole 9 to 5 thing, it's so overrated. Will we be working 9 to 5? Absolutely, but it'll be a different type of 9 to 5. If we wake up at 12, we'll be done at 5, stuff like that. So I don't, hold serious standards, and I don't believe in the whole working structure. You go to college for this, you do this, blah 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 blah, because it just seems so repetitive, and it gets lame after a while, getting up and doing something that, yes, you love because you went to school for it, but at the same time things do get boring when you don't get to shake it up, when there is no flexible schedule. There is, it's got to be this way all the time, 24/7. That is the habit that I'm trying to break out of. So that's why anybody starts their own business, because they don't want, you know, what they don't feel is right as far as the business aspect of things go. They don't want to deal with that, so they go the other route. They go the alternative route, and they just say, you know what, I'm going to be my own boss. I'm going to do, whatever I feel like doing, and that's going to be that. So basically that's what I'm doing. If it weren't for my two good friends, Tajay Reed and Janelle Ariana, I don't really know if I would even have the courage to do what I'm doing. I don't even know if I would even have the courage to have become a drag queen. I don't even know if I would even be trying, to get a booth at DragCon in May in Los Angeles, California. Be going all this way and going through all these measures to do this and to prove a point, and also to make a difference in the world. That's the main reason why I'm doing this, and the drag aspect, because I'm a comedic queen. I don't believe in the singing and dancing thing. That's kind of overrated too, and it's kind of lame now. But however, somebody that can go up there and tell jokes and also look the part and look entertaining at that, because I feel like a regular person standing on the stage really doesn't draw the attention as much as it should. So somebody that goes on there, switches their look up, the hair is different, whatever, makeup's different, and I feel like that really draws somebody's attention far more than just a regular man or woman that's standing up there telling jokes and being extra, and with gargantuous arms and vibrant body movements. I don't really think that's it kind of gets boring. It's like watching Kathy Griffin and her 50 TV specials. It's boring. Or Wanda Sykes, or any of the serious comedians, even Ellen, watching her sit in her chair and tell jokes. Yeah, is she funny? Yeah, but it's like it's the same thing every time her show comes on, and it kind of gets lame. So I'm all about never letting it go out of style. And I'm a star in my own mind. It's just taking the world a little longer to catch up. But I think that I will definitely be making a difference in the world, regardless of what I do, or where I go, or where I am, whether I'm here or in Sarasota. It doesn't really, who gives a damn. I know for a fact that us collectively as people, we will go far, because we have, been through God knows what. And I have already written 3 autobiography books, that will be out as soon as I can get them out. And so, I'm an open book. I want to let people in. I really want to see, or let people see the real me, because if you knew me personally, most people, think that I'm this horrible person, but I'm really not. I'm not that bad at all. But they, people are going to talk about you to the day you die. That's just the way it is. They talked about Jesus, and, who cares? So, I really, really, really am excited for what the future is going to bring. I'm excited to, communicate and one day have a serious platform that I use for good and not evil. And, if I get to tell jokes and, be myself for once in my life and just, let loose, that'll make it all the more better. And I really honestly hope that I am able to touch any lives at all, whether with the videos on my YouTube channel, or a show that you might go to that I might be at, or a venue that I'll show up at, or a party that I'll show up at, or a community camaraderie, whatever. If I can help at least one person in my life, which I have, I've helped more than one person, because people come to me and they tell me what a difference I've made in their lives, and I've had a few experiences like that, and honestly, that's really all I need, because nobody really knows what they're here for. Nobody really knows what your calling is. You know, you might be doing something you feel is your calling, but it's really not. You know, nobody really knows why they're here. And I can honestly tell you that I truly believe that I was here to make some sort of difference. You know, just you can go back and watch my previous videos about what I stand for, about as far as, you know, breaking the guidelines of societies and the double standards between men and women and masculine and feminine and all this stuff. You know, I break it down because I really don't believe in it. People are people. That's it. You know, boy, girl, white, black, purple, green, it doesn't matter. People are people. I look at people, you know, based on their heart, the contents of their heart and their soul, and, you know, like what kind of vibe I'm getting from them, what kind of aura I'm getting from them, and then I make the determination whether I want them in my life or not, but I would never judge them for it, you know, because people are who they are. You know, we're human, we were meant to sin, whatever. I would never, ever, 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 ever judge someone based on the color of their skin, sexual orientation, whatever, because that's not my thing. And also, I wouldn't like it if someone took one look at me and told me what they thought I was, or who they believe me to be. You know, that's not our job. We're not the judge. We let God do the judging, you know, because He's going to look at us, you know, when we stand before Him one day, and it won't be pretty. So, I don't, you know, believe in knocking people down in one way or the other. I'm always trying to do the right thing and to help. And, you know, I just was out all day Christmas shopping for people that, you know, disrespect me and are mean to me. But, you know, that's besides the point. You let God deal with that, and you continue to kill them with kindness anyways, because, you know, that they're people, they're human beings, they screw up, and, you know, you can't tell me that you've never screwed up once or said something that was inappropriate or hurt somebody's feelings at some point or another. We're all human, and we all need to, you know, to be loved and cared for. Regardless of, you know, anything, you know, the way that I'm hearing that parents throwing their kids out because they disagree with their lifestyle or whatever the case may be, or you don't support them. Like, my parents don't support me in the whole drag queen thing. I don't think they ever will, and I could care less, because you know, I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for a different kind of audience. They're not the audience that I'm looking to appeal to, so it really doesn't concern me. They're older. They don't, you know, believe in that kind of stuff and going about things that way, and they may not agree with my way of reaching out and touching the community, doing something so odd and, you know, out there. But what they don't realize is odd and out there is how I've always been, and it's how I will continue to be, because I feel like if I don't, I fall into the box of what society wants me to be, and that's not exactly how I want to be. I never ever want to conform to what society has made it out to be, and if we dare go against that, you know, we're gonna have terrible lives. Like, that's what society makes it look like. If you dress a certain way, just be prepared to get bullied or whatever. You know, people don't really give a shit. There might be one or two people that are like, ugh, you know, but the hell with them, you know, who gives a shit? So, my whole point being, you know, people are people. You need to either accept them for how they are, or you don't. You either like them or you don't. You either care about them or you don't. You either do for them or you don't. It's that simple. So, for me, I look at people at face value. I look at them for what they are, what they've done, and what their history is. And that's how I determine whether or not to deal with them or to not deal with them. If they have a history of treating me badly, you know, and, you know, I cut the relationship off with them, and then I see them kind of change their ways, and I think they've changed, and I go back to them, and they can continuously do it, then I know, okay, well, you know, they're good at playing the game, but they really haven't changed. You know, you take people for face value and what they are. You don't never have a secondhand opinion or a preconceived notion of somebody, especially, number one, if you don't know them, because I get judged all the time by people that don't don't know me from Eve. They think that they know me. They think that, they know what I do after hours. They think that they, know things about me, and they really don't. I don't even think my parents know much about me. So there are, people that are just going to talk, and you just gotta let them talk. I don't believe that, that people, there are terrible people in the world. I don't believe that there are terrible people in the world at all. I don't believe that there are people that are just, I don't know, hate a certain group of people, or hate a certain, religion, or hate a certain sexuality, or hate a certain gender. I don't believe that there's people like that at all. I believe that there are people that have been through things that make them act a certain way. I think that there are people that have gone through experiences that may not have been the best. I think that there are people who have gone through life, and for whatever reason, that particular thing, you know, they had something triggered them, and they became that way. But nobody wakes up, nasty. Nobody wakes up miserable. Nobody does that. Nobody wakes up and goes, I'm gonna be a bitch today. Nobody does that. It's mind and what has happened previously. They take that, and that's how they respond to things. That is why, a lot of the adults say what your trials and tribulations that have happened to you in your life make you who you are. So if I was around people that were ghetto and loud and smoked all day, and I was never like that, and I never agreed with that, when I get older, I'm going to be bitter towards people that do that, because I never agreed with it, and I grew up with it for so long, and you're kind of fed up with seeing it from people that you were close to. So people you do not know, when you see those um, um, same attributes, you get so angry and so emotional about it, because you couldn't stand it when it was within your circle and in your everyday life, and path of a path of life, or wherever you came from. You saw that, and that's what made you dislike it. It's not that you dislike those people doing it. You dislike the thing, the action, the choice. So, in my mind, everybody is good until proven evil. Like the law says. Innocent until proven guilty. Good until proven evil. And, that's, my words of wisdom for today. It really wasn't supposed to be a words of wisdom video, but, I feel so passionate about things, and I need to get them out. However, please, 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 keep up with me, follow me, all the information is going to be in the description down below. And if I don't see you Saturday or Sunday on Christmas Eve, if I don't make a video then, or whatever, if I don't acknowledge that special day, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and hopefully I will be making a video before New Year's Eve. But if I don't, then Happy New Year, and have a good one, guys. Stay perfectly imperfect, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.